करो, हाँ कर लिए तो कंपेयर कर लो, ठीक है। Please read the statement again. In question 11 to 16, find f dash of x. We call this f dash of x. And I told you in the last lesson I told you that the symbol of derivative is dy over dx. This is the symbol of derivative. And this is, we also write derivative like this, f dash of x. So both are same. And right now the function is in fx, so we will use this symbol f dash of x for derivative. So चलें, let's see this how to find derivative. Question number 11.
सर मैंने आपसे पहले भी पूछा था कि अगर वो इस तरह दे f of x दे तो फिर हम हमेशा f dash of x करेंगे, लाइक ये कंपल्सरी है।
Exactly. जब whenever there is f of x, you should use f dash of x. Okay, अब देखिए, let's see here. So to find the derivative, this is the derivative symbol f dash of x. So what we will do, we will not apply derivative on this. It will remain as it is. So what will happen? Bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. It will become 2 now. The power will become 2. Now there will be no effect on this, minus 6. Bring the power down, 2 will come down, and subtract minus 1 from the power. So this is the derivative. You all understand this step? Student, you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Now
सर हम dy over dx नहीं लिखेंगे, लाइक इस तरह भी लिख सकते हैं? आपने कहा था कंपल्सरी है।
हम डायरेक्ट ले सकते हैं, डायरेक्ट ले सकते हैं। वो स्टेप
सर ये आपने 2x के ऊपर ये 1 लगाया है ना?
जी, पावर 1 है। Just simplification, 5 3s are 15. It is 15x square and minus 12x. So this is the derivative f dash of x. So this is the answer. And let's compare the answer. Answer is over here, 15x square minus 12x. Correct answer. So let's do question number 12. It is f of x is equal to 6x square, 6x power 5 minus 4x power 4 plus 3. And the derivative will be f dash of x. This 6 will remain same. Bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. Minus 4. Bring the power down and subtract minus 1 from the power. And this is the constant. The derivative of constant is 0. So after simplification, this is our final answer. 30x power 4 minus 16x power cube. So this is our answer. This is the derivative. Let's compare. So this is the answer. Our answer is correct. So you understand this as well? Question 12. So question number 15. F of x is equal to 1 over 8 x power 7 minus 1 over 6 x power 5. So let me take the derivative. Derivative is f dash of x. So this 1 over 8 will remain same. Bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. X power 6 minus 1 over 6 will remain same. Bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. So this is the derivative. Just do simplification. F dash of x, it is 7 over 8 x power 6 minus 5 over 6 x power 4. So this is our answer. This is the derivative. So question number 15. This is the answer of question number 15. So can you read this question? Question number 17.
Differentiate y with respect to x.
So So it is saying differentiate y with respect to x. This is another way of saying that find the derivative of this function. So it is said differentiate y with respect to x, it means find the derivative. So you can see over here, differentiate y with respect to x just means find the derivative. Okay, so please note it down. So differentiate means find the derivative. So it is same again. Let me use this function b part. So it is y is equal to 8x power 9 minus 5x square minus 18. So now it is y. So I will use dy over dx now. Now I will use dy over dx for derivative. 8 will remain same.
सर आप इसको थोड़ा zoom कर सकते हैं?
Okay, so bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. 8 minus 5, bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. And constant, the derivative of constant is 0. So we have found the derivative. So this is the answer. 8 nines are, what's 8 nines are? 72.
72.
X power 8 and 5 2s are 10. 10 power x. So this is the derivative. This is the answer.
सर एक मिनट जरा इधर erase ना करिएगा, एक मिनट मैं जरा note down कर लूँ.
So let me check the answer B part. So the B part is over here. This is the answer. Our answer is correct. So as we discussed earlier, differentiation can be used in two areas. So it can be used in finding the gradient. We can use differentiation in gradient and in finding the turning point, and third, finding the maximum and minimum point. So these are the three applications of derivatives. So let me discuss one by one. This is the example, and this example demonstrates to you how to find the gradient value, exact value of the gradient using the derivative concept. So please look at the whiteboard, this board now. You can here, we have a function here, f of x. So let me write f of x over here. This is the function, and you know that we can draw the graph of a function. This is this 6x squared minus 3x power 3 and minus 5x. So now what we have to do to find the gradient of the function means curve at x is equal to 6. So student, now we have to find the gradient without drawing the graph, without graph. So how to find the gradient of a function without graph? First you have to find the derivative, f dash of x. Please find the derivative first. So 6 will remain same. Bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. Minus 3, bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. Minus 5, bring the power, here the power is 1. Bring the power 1 down, subtract the 1 power, x power 0. Just do simplification. 12x minus 9x square, and student, anything power 0 is 1. X power 0 is 1. So it means it is minus 5. So this is our derivative. You all understand this step? Okay. No, this is our gradient function. This is called gradient function. F dash of x is called gradient function. We also call this derived function. This is also called derived function. Gradient function, derived function, they both are same. And this is also called derivative as well. So we have to find gradient at x is equal to 6. What we will do, we will put 6 in f of, we will put 6 in f dash of x. So 12 into 6, put 6 in x, 9, 6x square minus 5. So it will be 72, 36 into 9. What is 36 into 9? So it is 324 minus 5. Now let's do more calculations, and it is 72 minus 324 minus 5. It is minus 257. So the gradient gradient of the function at point x6 is how much? Minus 257. So this is the gradient. This is the gradient.
सर ये जो ग्रेडियंट हमने फाइंड किया, ये वो पॉइंट जिससे आप आज क्लास में बताते हैं उससे फाइंड किया, लाइक एक पॉइंट मार्क करके बताते हैं और फिर वहां से हम फाइंड करते हैं.
Look here, yes, this is the gradient. So if you find the gradient with the help of graph, it is a very lengthy procedure. What in graph, first you have to draw the tangent line, and then you have to find the gradient of that tangent line, which is a very lengthy process. But we are very thankful to Mr. Newton, Isaac Newton. He invented this method. In this method, we have to find derivative first, and then we plug in this value of x. This will give us the gradient. So this is so easy method. Let me tell you. This is negative gradient. What does it mean? It means the tangent line at the curve will be, it will be sloping down. It is coming down. Okay. It means the tangent line will be from up to down. Okay. Look here. Let me tell you. Just an example. Suppose this is the curve. Student, this is the curve. If you draw tangent over here, what will be the gradient sign? What will be the gradient sign of this tangent line? Negative, positive? Negative. So if you draw tangent over here, what will be the sign of tangent here?
Positive.
Positive. Here the tangent will be positive. Here the gradient will be negative. You understand what does negative gradient mean? It means,
yes, sir.
So it means if we draw the graph of this function, f of x 6x squared minus 3x cubed minus 5x, and if you draw the tangent line on this graph at x is equal to 6, the gradient will be negative. It means the tangent line will be from up to down at that point. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So our answer is correct. So this is the answer. So our answer is correct. So let's do some more question. Okay, so let's do one practice question, and this is let me use question 1. I think question 1 is okay. Yes, it's simple question. I prefer this one. So I am doing directly first. Find the gradient of the curve. So let me use, to find the gradient first I have to differentiate. I'm doing direct. अब मैं direct करूँगा. Let me do direct. So power will come down. 2 2s are 4 x. Power will come down. 3 3s are 9 minus 9x squared. See, I did in one step. I found the derivative in one step. You can also do that. So now find the gradient at x is equal to 4. So it means f of 4, f dash of 4, sorry. Put 4 in the gradient, 4 into 4, 9 into 4 square. So the gradient is 16 minus 16 nines are, what is 16 nines are? 144, and 16 minus 144 how much? Minus 128. So the gradient of the function at x is equal to 4 is minus 128. And in the same way you can find the gradient at this. Just put x minus 5 in this. So it will be f dash of minus 5. So let me put this 4 into minus 5 minus 9 into minus 5 ka square. So it is minus 20, 25, it is minus, it is plus 25 nines are 25 nines are
5.
so 25 nines are 225. Okay, and 225 minus 20 is minus 245. So this is the gradient of the function when x is minus 5. And you can see we use the same gradient function and we found the gradient at 4, which is minus 125, and we found the gradient at minus 5, which is minus 245. Gradients are different because points are different. अच्छा देखिए, look at here. Now we are going to use derivative to find the turning point. This is the second application. Okay, turning point. How to? So can you see this graph? This is the, let me show you. This is the graph, and over here this is the turning point. One turning point and second turning point. Student, can you observe this turning point?
Yes, sir.
And this turning point.
यार इसको थोड़ा zoom कर दें.
And student, in this, the turning point is also called stationary point. Please note it down. Turning points are also called stationary point. You should know this as well. Both are same thing. And this turning point is the maximum point, and this turning point is the minimum point. Understand, bachcho? Now student, let me draw a graph. Suppose this is the graph, and this is the turning point. Student, if I ask you, if I draw the tangent line at this turning point, what would be the steepness of that tangent line? If I draw the tangent line, this is the tangent line at this turning point. Okay, and let me draw another tangent line over here. So can you observe the tangent line? What is the steepness of these two tangent lines?
Constant.
No, constant, no. Every
Sorry, 0.
This tangent line, these two tangent line, the steepness, there is no steepness. There is no steepness. When the lines are horizontal, there is no steepness because the lines are horizontal here.
Sir, what if the lines are vertical?
When the lines are vertical, the gradient is undefined. It is very huge gradient. So when the lines are horizontal, the gradient is 0. The derivative will be 0 here, because derivative is basically gradient. Listen to me. Derivative, what is derivative? Derivative is basically the gradient. And when the tangent line is horizontal, the gradient will be 0. Are you getting my point, beta? The gradient will be 0 when the tangent line is horizontal. So let me repeat again. At the turning point, if we draw a tangent line at the turning points, the tangent line will be horizontal. When the tangent line is horizontal, the steepness is 0. And we know that, the student, we know that derivative is basically, it is the gradient. Derivative is basically the gradient. Derivative is basically, it is gradient. When the line is horizontal, the gradient is 0. It means the derivative will be 0. So whenever the tangent line is horizontal, derivative is always 0, because gradient is 0. I hope now you understand now. So, but just remember at the turning point gradient is 0, derivative will be 0. So to find the turning point we will make this gradient equal to 0. How? Let me tell you. Let me give you an example. Can anybody read the question?
Use differentiation to find the coordinates of the turning point of the graph of y is equal to f of x when f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 5.
And please read this question number 2 as well.
Determine the nature of the turning points in question 1.
Okay, so I will do one part and you should do the rest of the two part at home. Okay, so let me do this A part. This is the function. Let me write it again for your understanding purpose. This is x square. This is the function. And what I will do, I have to find, I have to differentiate first. Find the derivative first. So bring the power down, 2x. So it will become minus 3 and the derivative is 5 is 0. So this is our derivative. So we have found the derivative. So now what we have to find turning points. So to find turning points, student, I have just told you at turning points the derivative is 0. So it means that the dy over dx will be 0. At turning point derivative is 0, or we can say that f dash of x will be equal to 0. So remember, whenever you have to find turning point, make this f of x, f dash of x 0. So it will become 0 is equal to 2x minus 3. Now this is the equation. Solve the equation. 2x is equal to plus 3 and x is equal to 3 over 2, which is 1.5. So a student, at x is equal to 1.5, this is the turning point of the graph of this function. So we have found the turning point of this function. This is the x value of the turning point. So you understand, student, how to find turning point? Last point. Now we have found the turning point, but we don't know. Look here. You observe there are two types of turning points. Either the turning point will be maximum or it can be minimum. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
So now I have found turning point at x is equal to 1.5. This is the turning point. And student, we don't know whether this turning point is maximum or minimum. We don't know. We have to check whether this point x 1.5 is it maximum or minimum. So there are two methods. Either you should draw the graph. And from the graph you can check whether this is maximum or minimum. But to draw the graph, it is very time consuming. So what we will do, we have another method. What we will do to find maximum and minimum point, please remember, differentiate this function again, second time. To find maximum and minimum, differentiate the function twice. So I will differentiate this function again. This is the first derivative. This is the first derivative. So differentiate again. Take the second derivative. Again with the same concept. It is just like 2 because iska derivative 0 होगा. The second derivative is 2. And student, remember, if second derivative it is positive, right now it is positive, so it means x is equal to 1.5 is minimum point. When second derivative is positive, the point is minimum. If second derivative is negative, the point is maximum. It is reverse. You understand? So this turning point, which is x is equal to 1.5, it is the minimum point on the graph. I hope you understand all this. So let me do this one. So okay, we have to find turning point first. So what we do, we will differentiate dy over dx, differentiate 8x minus 7. So this is the first derivative. So now I will find the turning point, and we know that at turning point derivative the steepness is 0. Steepness 0 means the derivative is 0. So I will put this derivative 0 is equal to 8x minus 7, and then I will solve this equation. So it is
सर ये हो जाए 0 plus 7 तो वो तो 7 ही हो जाएगा उस साइड पे
7
जाके
and x is equal
7 फिर 7 divided by 8
7. So this x 7 over 8, it is turning point. It is turning point. So we have found the turning point just putting derivative equal to 0. Now we want to know whether this turning point is maximum or minimum. What we do? We will do second derivative. See how to find second derivative. This is d2y is equal to dx square. This is how we can write second derivative. d2y is over dx square. This is how we can write second derivative. तो क्या होगा इसका second derivative? It is just 8. 8. So it is positive or negative? It is positive. So it means this turning point, it is maximum or minimum? जी बेटा.
minimum
It is minimum. So this
sir
x is, what is x?
sir it'll always be d square and x square.
Okay, let me repeat again. So this 7 over 8, it is minimum point. This turning point, which is 7 over 8, it is minimum point. Okay, let me tell you. So I hope you understand how to know how to find turning.
Sir